So, in this video, I will talk about a really important topic, and we will share with you a practical ritual for work with Samael. Actually, a mini pathworking, a practical procedure which has to be done and performed. You see, up to this day, I had 4 people approaching me because they broke a pact with a demonic intelligence. One of those 4 people actually got insane. People making pact with spirits and not being able to pursue with it is extremely dangerous, but also extremely common. And because I know for a fact that many people from the audience of this channel will make the same mistake, I am sharing here a procedure which can help you to definitely and fundamentally break the pact with spirit respectfully and effectively. This methodology will use Archangel Samael. Why, you ask? Because Archangel Samael is actually the most transcendental and powerful form of the adversary. And it is the most powerful spirit in what we know as the adversarial planes, from the Judeo-Christian perspective. So he is angelic host who is in charge of ruling all of the subterrestrial intelligences we know as demons in Christian lore. He is a lord of protection, a lord of spiritual alchemy, a lord of wisdom, a lord of war, and lord of adversity, alongside many other things. His day is Tuesday. His hour is the hour of Mars. His planetary correspondence is Mars. So this is the best time of a day to summon him. Now, if one wants to summon Samael using my methods, I will give here a really simple methodology which worked in the past for many people. This will require some psychic abilities developed to completely work, but it will even work, I think, without psychic abilities. It's just that some people will fail with this if psychic abilities are completely closed, but those people are really small in number. I rarely get report of my methods not working, and when that happens, I usually correct the person and the methods work. So, how to do it? So, draw the circle around you on the white cloth. At the edges of that circle, inscribe Samael's name in Hebrew 9 times, so that you can see his name all around the circle. Then sit in circle, cross-legged. It's recommended that you wear a red cloth on yourself or a red dress. It's also recommended for this ritual to be performed in a day and hour of Mars. However, if the circumstances are urgent, you can perform it prior in the night hour or the day hour of Mars. Day hour is preferred, but if you cannot catch day hour, you can catch night hour. So, in this circle, imagine the ball of light above your head where your crown chakra is. Now, envision that from that ball of light, the celestial flames, the celestial fire is radiating, and it is emanating a form of a ray, a form of rays and flames, which come up to the point of your sacred space, up to the boundaries of the circle you created. And then you will hold this visualization until that same celestial energy starts radiating from the edges of your circle. While you hold this visualization, vibrate the name Samael, Samael, Samael over and over while you visualize. After the place is raised, after the space is erected, then you should call Samael by recitation of magical chant. Samael, Samael, Ishtinu, Nenaaa. Samael, Samael, Ishtinu, Nenaaa. Samael, Samael, Ishtinu, Nenaaa. It is magical chant which is intended to call Samael. Repeat it until you feel his celestial energy with you in a circle. Then you will address him with the following words. Lord Samael, the angelic protector of the world, the supreme adversary, the Lord of adversity, the chief of wisdom, the faithful servant of God, the defender of the righteous, the wise hermit, the bloodthirsty warrior, the Lord of infernal and celestial hosts, I call you upon on this hour for your protection, for I committed a transgression against the celestial and infernal. I made a pact with infernal spirits, and they are now after me, for I didn't obey my covenant with them, and broke it on multiple occasions. So I, now, as a faithful soul and the creation of the Supreme, ask you for help to deliver me by the power of God from the influence of those infernal intelligences, and help me in the future on my spiritual path. Then you will tell him with which spirits you made a pact with and why you want to break it. Then you will indeed tell him to call upon those spirits with you right now. And you don't have to summon those spirits. Samael will summon them. It will kind of be a form of a trial in a way. When they arrive, you will tell them that by the power of Samael and the might of the Holy God, you want to break a pact with them and give up whatever they gave you, and in return they are obligated to leave you. Then you will start reciting the following exorcism. I banish by the power of the Archangel Samael, and the left side of the Supreme God, all of the powers of ruin from myself and the world of mine. I banish all of the powers of ruin by the might of the left side of Adonai. I banish all of the powers of ruin by the might of the left side of El Shaday. I banish all of the powers of ruin by the power of the left side of Elohim. I banish all of the powers of ruin by the might of the left side of Sabaoth. I banish all of the powers of ruin by the powers of the left side of Eliyon. I banish all of the powers of ruin by the might of the left side of Shina. I banish all of the powers of ruin by the might of the left side of Creator Supreme. He Ya He Va He. And I call the Archangel Samael, the angel of the left side of God, to help me in this endeavor. Samael, Samael, Ishtinu Nenaaa. So you will repeat this exorcism over and over again in the presence of Samael and those two spirits until they completely and fundamentally leave the spirits you made a pact with, and swear an oath that they will not touch you anymore in any way, shape, or form. Now, after you did so, indeed, Samael will remain with you in the room. I need to point out that the reading of the exorcism can take multiple hours. It is not easy, but through the presence of Samael and the power of the divine names mentioned in the exorcism, you will succeed. What you need to understand is that Samael will protect you to the process. Wherever, after, in certain periods, those entities you broke a pact with try to attack you or try to come to you, you simply read this exorcism a few times and they will leave. Also, simply call Samael upon and they will leave. But there is also one other thing you need to be aware. You cannot just not do anything after this. You need to work with Samael to empower your connection with the Creator. It doesn't matter do you want to empower your connection through the left side of the Creator or to the right side of the Creator. But you need to work and cultivate your relationship with the Creator after this. And you need to work with Samael to guide you how to rebuild your relationship with the Creator in a way which is most suitable for you. Because obviously, working with demons is not a thing for you, so you need to rebuild your relationship with the Creator and the universe in other ways. You are expected to erect a form of an altar to Creator in your house, and also put on that altar Samael as a form of divine guardian. The God is receiving veneration and worship through the altar, but the Samael is the one who is intermediary and who is bringing that veneration and that energy to God and to the source, so you can have that connection. So you are not venerating Samael and building altar to Samael and giving offerings to Samael. You are giving them to the source. You are giving them to the all. to represent your symbolical devotion to the path. But the Samael is the one who is delivering that energy to God and to the source, and who is empowering that connection. So, how to erect this altar in your home? You need 2 yellow candles, and the only representation of the divine power is the tetragrammaton. And every day you should give a small offering to the source in your own words and put it in front of the tetragrammaton. So this is not, something the source needs. This is something to represent your commitment to the source, your commitment to the all, in the way you can express it. Okay? How to purify the altar? Well, put the yellow candles, on the each side of the tetragrammaton, and call Samael up and tell him to purify the sacred space and dedicate it to the tetragrammaton, dedicate it to the source. And he will. You will feel a large amount of divine energy emanating from the place. And whenever you put your offerings there or offer your prayers there to the source, it will work. It will give you that connection. So you need, as a part of this pact, not necessarily a pact, but arrangement, to give offerings and prayers to the source every day, and work with Samael every day as an intermediary between humans and the source, who delivers those energies from the source to humans, and also elevates humans to the source in his own way. So you are obligated to work with Samael and also to venerate the source. And you work with Samael as an intermediary of the source. The exorcism will be in the description, completely written. So that's everything I have to say. To summarize the video, you raise the sacred space. You call Samael up with the chant. Then you tell Samael to call the spirits you made a pact with, and he will. When they arrive, tell them that by the power of God, by the power of the source, and by the power of the Archangel Samael with his help, you are breaking all of the covenants with those spirits. That you are giving back to them everything they gave back to you. They are free to take it and go away. But you do not want to do anything else with them anymore. That they don't have power or authority over you anymore. They are free to take whatever they gave you materially and go away. Then you start reciting the exorcism given here until they leave. After they leave, you will dedicate an altar to God, to the source, through the power of Samael and with the help of Samael, as described here. That's it. Remember that you need to call in future months and in future days Samael on a daily basis to protect you and to give you the strength and power of God necessary, because it will be a really heavy transitional period after you banish those entities. So the support of God and the support of Archangel Samael will be necessary. I need to point out one really important thing. You can start to work with angels and demons after this period is complete. But until the period is complete, the only spirit you should work with is Samael. It is all I have to say. Thanks for watching and talk to you soon.